So hey man, how you doing? How's it going out there? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day, probably. At least as far as I'm going to say on YouTube, because acting. Anyway, I got a call from real life from the boy, and actually he requested to my face in real life about the games. How many games you got? How many have you played so far? So here we are. Look at this. All of these. It doesn't look like a lot when it's that fast, but that's over 100 so far played on the Switch for the channel. If I recall correctly, I've got maybe some that I haven't done on the channel yet. I don't think I've done Pit Punch Princess, Zeo Drifter, which I've beaten numerous times and I really like. And I have Monster Hunter Double Cross in addition to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, in addition to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate Demo, Blaster Master, Kamiko, which is not a physical, Wonder Boy, Dragon's Trap, I don't think I've done. I beat that one before I was even doing the channel. Metal Slug, which is digital only. Haven't done Pokken Tournament or Pokken, Morphight. So yeah, I've got a lot of games that I've played that I haven't, or that I've even beaten that I haven't done on the channel yet. But yeah, so this is it. This is how many I've currently got logged on the Switch that I'm using for the channel. So, which brings me to the second part of the video, which we're going to go over while I mess around in Moonlighter. Because I like Moonlighter a lot, and I'm not afraid to say it. So, Moonlighter, as you gathered from one of my other videos, assuming you've watched it, and if you haven't, feel free to. I watch it sometimes. Yes, I watch my own videos because I have to in order to edit them. So I've seen hours and hours of SwitchCat content, and I'm just waiting for the loading to happen. So let's see how we are. Now it's nighttime. And as you can see from the last video, I've upgraded once, and I've upgraded this twice. And how are we doing on items and mats? Okay. So, Moonlighter is, interestingly, very much like my game hunting experience, where I've game hunted in Japan and in Thailand and in Hong Kong for people in the past that are otherwise really avid game collectors. I wouldn't consider myself an avid game collector. But look at this. That's cool. I'm not exactly what you would call an avid game collector. Exit. Although I am an avid rare hunter. So there's some channels out there, and I'm not going to mention which ones because I'm not a name dropper. But there's some channels out there where people have shown some pretty cool stuff from Japan. Sometimes they mention my real self in the video. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, I found some pretty neat things. And it's very much like this, where you go to the dungeon. In this case, you go to places like Book-Offs and Hard-Offs and Akihabara and Super Potato and Den Town and places like the markets in Hong Kong. And you hunt for stuff. Slap. Slap. And in this case, it's dungeon related. But, I hate those things. Those wobbly things. You stop that. And I never get them either. I always get hit. That's right, you die. But anyway, so you go in the places and you collect the loot. Just like you would in a secondhand store. Or down there in Yongsan in Korea. You collect the loot and you battle and you haggle. And you get the special items that you know people are going to want. And then you know, believe it or not, I may sound like a super business-minded person, but I make money from my job. So a lot of times I give these away just for, what'd you call that? Like hunter cred? So it's kind of funny that we're talking about game collecting while I play a game about rare item collecting, but it's on purpose. Because see, the real theme here is I do the stuff that I like to do, and I play the games that I like to play. As indicated by the big long list of games that I have on the Switch that I haven't yet done videos on. Because to me, it's about the gameplay and about the hobby and doing what I would do anyway, and just happening to have videos about it. And if you're a YouTuber watching this right now, I'm not saying there's a whole lot of just YouTubers watching my stuff, but if you are, just be true to yourself, man. Because if you're doing YouTube because you love it and you enjoy it, then you never work a day in your life. But if it's like you have to now because it's become a job, you know, take a break or reevaluate. Because the thing that brought us old timers to YouTube a long time ago, back when there was cable and all that, is the fact that it was people making videos about stuff that they thought was cool, and that's what made it cool. It's called charisma. You know what I mean? I know what I mean. Because it's like, you don't care. You don't care if anybody watches it. Just like I don't. That's why I don't monetize. I don't care. I love the fact that I get views and that if I am getting CPMs, great. But you know what? The adpocalypse and stuff, unaffected. Because I don't care. I'm going to have a good time doing this anyway. And the people that are watching this, ouch! The people that are watching this are going to be watching it anyway. What? I forgot which button to use for my roll. And that's the big thing. Because you want to get in there and get CPMs and get ads, that's fine. But if that's your job, then it's work. And to be honest, I don't think I'd be able to do that. So props if that's your thing. I didn't get a refill. I didn't get much of a refill there. Come on, guys. Oh well. Come here, you little dudes. So I guess the message, if there is a message, is that if you're gonna do YouTube and you want it to be like this game, Moonlighter, where you work all day on your videos, and at night you make new videos, and that's life, then as long as that satisfies you, man, that's cool. But if it's something that's just like drudgery, and it's killing you, and it's making you mentally sick, don't do it. And certainly, if you haven't done it, don't put yourself in a position where you have to. Always have backup plans and do that kind of stuff. Be smart. Because this isn't Hollywood, man. No contracts, nobody owes us. And as I said, maybe you want to be like me and just do videos because you don't really care. You think it's fun to make videos. Excuse me. Or you think it's fun to, like, let your kids watch them. Hey, that's great. And why am I talking to myself? Because these dungeons are boring. Basically. I hope I don't get killed. So yeah, I'm rambling. But, you know, I think I'm rambling because so often you see videos and channels that are copies of each other, or that are doing news regurgitation and all that, but they've kind of like lost their way. I'm trapped. Because you want to know what made AVGN great, and what made some of those other channels great, is that they were doing what they wanted to and they didn't care. Let's really think about that. But anyway, that's all the philosophy for now. Don't kill me! Man, seriously. Those big slimes are stupid and I hate them. I don't like the little slimes either, but the big ones, man. Ugh. Yeah. Skeleton. Give me that. Oh man, my inventory's already full. I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. But, come on, I don't need that. What other valueless thing can I dump? This. Kind of gambling here because I don't know what these are. Now I've got to get out of here. Wow. A lot better than last time. Go to town. But anyway, the reason why, I guess the reason why Moonlighter is a fun game for me is because it's relatable. And it's rare that you get a game that's fantasy, but that's also highly relatable. And let's just say that for me, the dungeon that we were just in, hunting and hacking and slashing and having a good time, that's these YouTube videos. And this part, which pays for everything, is equally necessary, but, you know, is not YouTube videos. It's just a job. So all I'm saying is, if you're doing a job that you love and it happens to be YouTube, great. If you're getting to where you feel burnt out, consider your options. I'm so tired of seeing otherwise great content creators get on the platform and then be like, I'm burnt out, wah, and then drama ensues. Why? You know, why? Why has that always got to be a thing? Okay, so enough of that for now. Let's sell some stuff. Sell some stuff, guys. All right, hey, backpack guy. I'm gonna wait out here because I like to be with my customers and look at them. Actually, no, because see that guy, he's a shoplifter. I don't think we had one in the last thing. Little snot-nosed brat. He's gonna come in, he's gonna try to take off with those things. So you gotta watch him. He's gonna grab that $750 thing, yep. Piece of cake, give me that. And you see, the thing is, the more stuff that these guys are trying to run off with, the more time is wasted, so you're not selling. Come on, guys, come on, let's buy my things. Give me that money, so I can go out and hunt more dungeon stuff. All right, so while they're wandering around trying to decide what to do with themselves, I set up all this tables. Keep business moving, man. I've actually, in real life, I've thought about what it would be like to run a shop. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to keep you waiting, ma'am. Yeah. See? People are not buying my jelly balls. Buy my jelly balls. Go. All right. Look at that money just flowing in. Yep, you want that? Get it. Actually, you know, when I played Morrowind a long time ago, Morrowind... Ah, no, you little turd. Just a moment, sir. I'm beating up a kid. All right, you have a good day. Okay. And okay. So we're almost done. Limited bag space. That's something I wish that I could upgrade. I can't see how, having such a small backpack, I'm going to be able to do this for much longer. Hang on. Get those extra potions. Come on, folks, let's go. Buy some stuff. All the stuff you want, every day. You want that? You get it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a sale, probably. At least that's what I'm going to say. You don't want my potion? Oh, you do want it. He's apparently willing to pay the exorbitant price for that. Popularity down. Come on, you want some whetstones? There you go. Come on, let's get them up here. Let's ring them up. Ring it. Ring. Come on. No one gets away until they ring it. Come on. Come on. D-pad. Check out my D-pad movements. Digital. Come on, elderly. You look like Samson. You're going to get out there. That's going to help you do what you need to do. Okay, guys. Everybody get out of here. Whew, what a long day. Let's see what we did. What damage we did. Beat up 3 shoplifters. Had 22 customers. Sold a big old bunch of stuff for 8,000 money. I'll take it. Now it's time, as indicated in my earlier diatribe about hobbies, it's time for me to moonlight. Supplement my income. Which I don't do with YouTube, by the way, but I guess technically I could if I decided to put ads, but I hate ads. And it messes up my binge watch playlist. By the way, if you want to watch Switch Cat constantly, binge watch playlist. It's on my channel, binge watch. Just throw it on there. Background noise. It's like basically streaming Switch Cat for hours and hours. No ads because I don't monetize because monetizing is silly. Unless I really needed the money. So I mean, if you monetize for your income, that's fine. I'm not going to because I don't need it. Also, I prefer not to have ads. And also, if you want to support the channel, just watch the videos. You know what I mean? The channel is self-maintaining. And then smash that like button, yeah! Or not. Whatever. Excuse me. We're all just having a good time here. Let's do one more dungeon and then I'm going to call it a day. Run, 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 run. So how you doing, boy? Doing good in school? Better be. Don't go having these big dreams about adventuring in dungeons and finding rare items. I am not an example of how to live life. I was just really lucky, I guess. Come on, loading, come on. There we go. Alright. I do like this big sword, though. This big sword's the best. Get back, Jack. Now, it is definitely slow, so you gotta time it, but the big sword basically beats all in terms of range and coverage. It creates this huge circle around you. And if you see me play other games, normally I do tend to err on the side of DPS. Except, strangely enough, except for with Skyrim. In Skyrim, sometimes that's being. I'm trying to play outside my comfort zone with Switch on that game. Yeah. Oh, it's a jungle dungeon thing, like a dimensional. Ah! Oh, you faked me out, dude. It was pointing one way, but it went a different way. Okay, this guy can only be attacked at odd angles. If you can get him in odd angles, you can get him. You won't have to move too much. But if you go head on, cardinal directions, you're going to be dodging a lot. Let's go! Oh, that's it. This is one of the few games that I've played where I've actually liked the roguelike element. Roguelike meaning it's different every time. The dungeons are different every time. I personally don't like the roguelike elements in most games because I feel like it's more or less part of it that you're able to memorize the game. That's how you get to the point where you can make no mistakes. You guys see that Tom Cruise movie where he's in the exoskeleton? Based off the manga All You Need Is Kill, where the alien made it to where he can transcend time and space. Each time he dies, he just comes back. It's like a video game. You learn by doing, and there's no consequences. I mean, except for time wasted, I guess. But with a roguelike element, this is like Dead Cells. You're really only doing the same thing over and over in a different pattern. Which I guess it's dumb for me to make that distinction because it's the same here, doing the same thing every time. But I'm doing it so that I can build my shop. And this is exactly like going to hard-offs, the same hard-offs over and over. Sometimes there's different loot. Come on, things. Thank you. You actually saved that for me. These are not worth a lot. And my thing's saying I can go now, but I'm not feeling it, man. So if you're curious, no, I haven't finished the Golem dungeon because I'm having too much fun just selling stuff. I fill up my bag and I leave and I make money. I'm a man of simple tastes. Or cat of simple tastes, I guess. It all depends on your perspective. Be gone. Take my stuff. See, those are all almost valueless. Oh, one of you. Ah! Aha! Come over here and do that, turd. Get smart, huh? That's right, I'm gonna cut you across the way. You can't stop me. Loading. Golem Dungeon 2. Let's get all the best loots. What happened there? Hello. Ow, you hit me anyway, jerk. See, that one's hard to hit once it reaches an adequate altitude. Cut, cut, cut. I think the only thing that's got me down on this is that there's certain loot that you can only get from Dungeon 3 or some such. One of these. Don't kill me. That's right, you love it. Give me that chest. Oh man. All right, hang on. We're gonna have to make a sacrifice. What's the least valuable? This one. Because these metal ones they got a lot of value, so, and that's a good spot for it. Perfect. Hello? Come forth. I face you. In battle. That was easy. I can't pick up any more stuff. Oh, and you can't access your bag while you're in battle, I guess. Yeah, I don't have any room for jellies. And they're not valuable anyway, so forget it. And no room for potions either. Loading. Still loading. There we go. Uh-oh. Dungeon Zone 3, I'm only here very rarely. This is probably going to be more of a challenge. Hello! Don't shoot me! Ah! Ah! Those machine gun ones, I'm not a fan. Get out of here. This is some weird looking stuff, but I guess I don't need any of that. I would like to pick up all these weapons, though. Golem chisel? Oh, man. Oh, these are all really valuable. I guess I can't keep these like this. Bummer. I'm gonna have to ditch some of the less valuable junk. This is not very valuable. This will break if I get hit too many times. This, I've already got enough of. This is an unknown effect. Maybe this. Move here and putting this one here. And also, what other thing is worthless? Aha. Got extras of those. Drop this guy over here. And this guy here. I don't know, I think we're full. I don't think I can do anything else. But I do have a plan. Apparently I can get more rods. There's no point in hunting through the rest of this because I don't have enough space in my bag. But what I can do is deploy my 2,000 money merchant emblem. Go. All right. Telepuerto. That was some pretty neat dungeon hunting stuff, yeah? Go to town. Loading! Still loading. There we go. Alright, now see the dungeon portal, it stays there, so I can go back to dungeon level 3 if I want. But that's 2,000 money a pop, and I'm not big on spending the money. Fortunately, a couple of those items are worth that by themselves. I only need to save a few things, so... This golem chisel, I think I need. Golem minion design. That would be something. I'll hang on to that. The rest of this, we're going to set up shop, and we're going to go, and we're going to sell it. Why not? These could sell for over $1,300, so let's make them $1,500. I don't know. That's a $3,000 item. This section starts at 250. The next lowest item is a rune tool, which I haven't sold one of yet. Golem chisel sells for over 300, so I want to make sure to get my money's worth. Let's sell this one for... Let's elevate the price to 2,000. And I'm putting the expensive stuff on the table next to where I can monitor it, so it takes longer for thieves and other jerks. That price needs to go up too. Let's raise it to 1,000 and see if anybody poo-poos it. Why not? We haven't sold one of these before, but it's worth more than the golem volume and less than the golem chisel. 500. See what it goes. See how that works. And then one of the more expensive things that I sell, that's a 250 each. That's a 100 each. I think the rest of this stuff is just cheapy. So put that. All right. That'll pay for the trip. All right. Okay, guys. So anyway, thanks for watching the video and listening to me spew on and on while I hunted stuff from the dungeons and sold it. This game's probably more fun to play than it is to watch. And if so, I apologize. But be sure to like and subscribe and bell and sub and smash that like button and do whatever else you want to do, because it's your life and you're living it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Maybe. Keep on doing what it is you like to do, and I'm going to do the same. And be good and have a good day. See you later. Bye.